This is the missing the point experiment. Let's see what I mean by missing the point. What you need are 2 pencils, okay? 2 pencils, 2 sharpened pencils, not razor sharp of course, just as if you're going to do a drawing with them. What I want you to do, okay, first of all, hold one up in front of you, like this, the other one down, both eyes open, and I want you to get the other pencil and bring it up and touch the tips together. Okay, both eyes open, touch the tips together. Okay, that's the first thing I want you to do. Hold it whatever distance feels okay for you with the first one, so wherever you want to hold it, up and touch the points together. So that's the first one I want you to do. Second one, both arms down, both arms up, close one eye. Doesn't matter which, I'll let you choose which. I'm going to close my left eye and do the same thing but just with one eye open. And kind of make one little other suggestion. When you replace it the second time, put it into a different place. So when I had it here a minute ago, I demoed it about there. So when you do it again, maybe just hold it a bit further out or a bit nearer if you want, somewhere slightly different, and do the same thing again, but this time with only one eye open, okay? Off you go. I wonder how you got on with this. Well, different people will perform slightly differently, and I'll give you a clue straight away. It depends on what your eyesight's like as well, a little bit. And I'll tell you a bit of an admission here. I haven't got perfect eyesight. One of my eyes functions a bit better than the other one. Just for a bit of personal information, that eye is better than that one for me personally. So that will affect this experiment. But with both eyes open, I'm going to hold it there. And okay, I missed it a tiny bit, but I got it not too bad. I was pretty close. I think I was out by maybe just a millimetre or two at that, because I could feel it slide past. So just a millimetre out for me. My excuse is my dodgy eyesight. But you probably had a similar experience to me. You may have got it first time, particularly if you've got really good eyesight, particularly if both eyes are as good as each other. Okay, so there's a clue already about what's going on here. Second one, when you did it again, remember I said, could you put it into a slightly different position this time? I said close one eye. Okay, so I'm going to close my left eye. Not quite sure why I've got my mouth like that. Anyway, here we go. Left eye. Oh, definitely, wow. Oh. What is going on? So what's going on? How come that I could, even with my bad eyesight, I could actually get them not too bad. I think I was only out by about a millimetre, which is not too bad for me with both eyes. But with one eye, and when I moved it to a slightly different position, I missed it totally first time, didn't I? I was actually about a pencil width in front, huge difference. And then I came back, missed it again this way a bit, and then I hit it. What's going on? How is that so dramatically different? Well, we've just answered one of the questions that you might have once wondered about and may not have known the answer to, and that is, why have we got 2 eyes? Well, 2 eyes help us judge distances, especially for things that are quite close to us, maybe 2 or 3 meters away, something fairly close. And the reason that works is because the 2 eyes send very slightly different images to your brain. Now think about it, I'm looking at you right now into that camera. That eye is looking at you from here. That eye is looking at you from here. Now if I exaggerate those differences, right eye, come out here a bit. So my right eye is looking at you from this direction, exaggerate. My left eye is looking at you from that direction. I know it's not quite as big as that difference, but there is a difference, and my brain can sense that difference, and with that tiny difference it can see, it can work out distances. Okay, so having 2 eyes allows you to work distances. So that's why with both eyes open, I was able to not bad link them together, even though that eye is not very good compared to that for me. But notice what happened, one eye only, missed it totally. So that just shows you one of the problems with only one eye, your brain finds it a bit more difficult to judge distances accurately, because I wasn't quite sure how far they were away, and that's why I missed it with just one eye. Okay, what other things could we try? Well, did you notice, by the way, I said, oh, second time, could you put it to a slightly different position? The reason for that was because your brain's very good at remembering the position of your hands. Your brain can sense the positions of where you put things. And if I'd said, oh, keep it in the same place, and maybe resting your elbow against your body, keep it in the same place, there's a good chance, even with one eye, you would have found it not so difficult because your brain probably would have remembered a bit where it actually was. It could feel the difference with your senses when you moved your hands backwards and forwards. So that's why I said, now move it to a different place, because then you would forget more easily. So, in other words, why don't you do it where you do keep your hand in the same place first, both eyes open, do it, then one eye open, do it, see if you notice any difference. So that's one thing. What about trying big differences in distance away from you? Both of mine were similar sort of about here, weren't they? What about bring it really close? How do you think that's going to work? If we repeat the experiment but have it very close in both cases, or as far as you can reach, in both cases, stretch your head back and do it that way. What about that? What about if we used different colour pencils or pens, if you want to use? Do you think that might make a difference? Do you think somehow the colour of the image could affect what's going on? See if you can think of a few more things.